it's Jennifer with Cactus Blossom Nostalgia. I am back and we're talking about rejection sensitivity in ADHD. It is a rejection sensitivity dysphoria as a whole thing, but we might have different levels of it or maybe not at all. It depends on you. I'll go over a few symptoms and you can see if this is something that you can relate to or not. I did the Squirrel series in Listing Party, and a lot of people were saying, "That's me, that's me." Now, some of us might just be sensitive to things because of self-esteem or something, but then others of us, I'm looking at notes here, are outright have rejection sensitivity. And here's some ways to deal with it too. We'll go over that. And also how it works in relationships, and that can be tricky. So let's get into it. So people with rejection sensitivity have intense emotional reactions. They may experience overwhelming emotions like anger, sadness, or anxiety in response to perceived rejection or criticism. So it doesn't have to be outright rejection. It's just, I think I'm being rejected. It's like, I'll go over some examples, but let's get through the list. Hypervigilance. They may constantly scan their environments for signs of potential rejection or criticism, leading to heightened sensitivity to social cues. All right, I'll go through examples. All right, the first one, perceived rejection or criticism. Say, well, personally, you're at the table and you're having spaghetti. We like to have Parmesan cheese, like from the container, not the, fancy kind. um, and maybe I forgot to put it on the table. And my husband says, "Can you pass the Parmesan cheese?" Oh, I forgot to put it on the table. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm such a loser. I forgot it again. Okay. It's like, I just asked for the cheese. It's not that he wasn't rejecting me because I forgot to put it on the table. I just forgot. And he just wants the cheese. Okay. So hypervigilance, constantly scanning your environment for signs of potential, is saying, that's Sally over there. She doesn't like me. I know that I go over there wearing this purple shirt. She's going to be like, purple, that is potential rejection or criticism. So I'm not going to go over there. Fear of rejection. You may, oh, here's the one, avoid social interactions or situations where they fear they might be rejected or criticized, leading to social withdrawal and isolation. So, because I know Sally doesn't like purple, I'm just not going to go around her. It sounds dumb, but um, yeah, there's situations, and there was one recently where, well, I mean, a lot, that I won't go to them because I feel like I'll be rejected, and for no good reason, really, because there's not a reason for people to reject me, I think. So, but yeah, I might feel like I'm not a big seller. All these people are really big sellers, and I'm just small seller over here. I only have 800 things in my eBay. They have 10,000 because there's groups I'm in, and they have tens of thousands or thousands and thousands, a lot more than me. So I might say I'm not going to that meeting or whatever because I feel like I'm less than them, and I might be criticized like, "Oh, you only have 800. Well, you're not serious." Maybe I am serious. Maybe my items are $100 each and theirs are 10. It's different. So that might lead me to feel to I need to withdraw and I don't want to be around them. So, and not saying me, I'm just saying it could lead someone. Not me. No, anyway, so low self-esteem. So rejection sensitivity can contribute to a negative self-perception and feelings of inadequacy, even in the absence of objective criticism or rejection. So, as a seller, you might feel like your business isn't up to what you want it to be. So, others are going to reject you because of that. So, it's your own perception. And it's other things, not just that. That's just an example. So, you might feel defensive. That's another one, defensive behavior. You might become defensive or reactive when faced with perceived criticism, even if it's constructive feedback. Like, are you doing your accounting for your business? No, I don't. What do you mean? You mean that I'm not, doing my business right? And it's like, no, you just doing this accounting system really helps and you might be interested. Not that you're not keeping track of things. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, right? So I actually have someone who keeps track of stuff for me. So I wouldn't be reactive to that, but I could. If I was rejection sensitive, I would take that as a criticism. I would perceive it as a criticism. And this will help people that if you know someone who's highly sensitive, that we'll go into that more later. Why they are perceiving it that way, and it's not you. They are just perceiving it and you can be kind to them, okay? So, this defensive behavior, and then all these things could make you avoid taking risks because you'll feel like you can't, because the fear of rejection or failure will make you feel like you can't do something. You can't start that opportunity, personally or professionally, really. Like you can't get in a relationship, you can't start that friendship or branch out. Maybe I feel like I can't learn Poshmark, which is super simple, by the way, because I feel like I don't know eBay and I've messed up there. Well, everybody messes up on eBay. Not big, but there's so much to it. It's easy in business to make a mistake. You're going to have returns and things. Just because it happens, it doesn't mean you can't branch out to other platforms. And I can help you with that because I know all of them. So, and use lists perfectly. So, anyway, you don't want to avoid risk taking because of your perceived rejection or failure. And all this it can make you have mood swings or a person. Fluctuations in mood, sudden shifts from euphoria to despair. So I made all these sales, and then you get that one email contact that the person wants to return something. Oh gosh, I mean that's a bummer for anybody. But if you have rejection sensitivity, you might feel like it's all over. I'm horrible at this. I need to quit eBay or reselling, and it can cause relationship difficulties. Oh my, because you feel like your partner or your friend is always rejecting you. You'll be always on the defensive. Like, what do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? You say, I'm a horrible person. That's a big one. I'm a horrible person. Well, the person just asked for the cheese, right? They're not saying that you're a horrible cook, horrible person, you can't do things right. It's not even a rejection or criticism. So some things, that I forgot I have more on the list. Physical symptoms. Okay. So you might get tension headaches, stomach upset, things like that. A lot of stress. Oh, my hair. Sorry. You might get a lot of stress from feeling rejected all the time because you have that constant anxiety and tension. You might feel sick. It can make you sick, tired, headaches, a stomach ache just from all that anxiety, and it will cause you impaired functioning. So when you're under stress, you're not going to be able to work very well or have a good friendship or relationship if you're always stressed out and upset. It Yeah, it's really hard. Okay, so I came up with some things and our group did. We were talking about it in Squirrel, that some things we can do. Say you get that contact on eBay or whatever. Okay, you know what? I got this cup in the mail and it's blue and you said it was green. You're a liar. You outright lied to me. It's blue. And I feel like, oh no. Oh no, I really thought it was blue. I really thought it was green. I mean, I need to quit. I'm so horrible. This is so bad. So you could take it on yourself, like it's the end of the world, or the defensive, like, you know what? I know it's green, and you are, accusing me and saying I'm a horrible seller and I'm the worst seller because I said it was green. So first of all, it's a lie. It's blue. And then the other lie is you're not a horrible seller, or I'm not a horrible seller. It's just a misunderstanding. And the person is not saying you're horrible. You're perceiving that you think you're horrible out of that misunderstanding. Really, they're not rejecting you. You're perceiving that. And there's different things, like someone wants a return and it's the wrong color, or I mean, you could just say that. Just return it. Or something else can happen. Let me know in the comments if you can think of a really good one where it makes you feel really defensive, like, or measurements of something. A large should be 22 inches across on the chest, and you said it was a small. You know what? They're probably right. Um, but I don't have to feel like I need to quit and not sell clothes ever again. And there's times when I've gotten feedback or too many returns, and I'm not selling that thing ever again. Well, I might have a preference that I don't like it, but it doesn't mean I can't sell clothing or I can't. That is a lie. So you need to think, what is the truth? I can sell anything, but I might not prefer to sell that. So it's not, you don't need to cast judgment on yourself that you're horrible or extreme, criticism on yourself. But someone else saying it's a different um measurement, it doesn't, whoa, my desk, let me tell you, I won't show you. There's a lot of stuff that can fall down. And that's how I roll, I guess. So if it's a different measurement, they're not saying you're horrible or you're a liar. That's another one. You said I'm a liar. No, actually, that just fell. Read it. It doesn't say you're a liar. So, okay, here's some things you can do if you're feeling very defensive when you get those customers, or you feel like it's the end of the world, or very dramatic. And okay, remember, with rejection sensitivity, you feel intense emotions by anything that's a perceived judgment, criticism, or failure. Okay, you want to walk away. Just walk away. Don't even type it in the contact thing and walk, because you might accidentally click send. Because I used to say type it and then just wait. But if or if your cat walks across the computer or something, it could get sent, and you could be asking them if they think you're a liar and all this stuff. um, Walk away, go get a drink of water, or pet your cat or dog, or take a walk down the street outside, which is good for you. Unless, I don't know, if it's snowing, maybe it's still good. I'm in Arizona, so, well, it's good except for the summer. All right, walk away. When you come back, remember, I want to take the high road here. I'm take the high road. They're not, we're going to analyzing it. What are they really trying to say? I'm not going to attack them. I'm going to figure out what they're trying to say. We're going to analyze the situation. Compose a professional response. Use chat, AI if you have to. Yes, AI. I've done that before. I'll say, I want to tell the customer that I apologize, that I feel badly. I don't always say I'm sorry, because that is taking the blame, like you did something wrong. If you say, I'm sorry that you thought the color was blue. Oh, so you're saying you did have the color wrong, which I just bought crayons to make sure where they are. They're not there. Anyway, crayons where you can put it beside the color. Like I could put, I don't know what this one will be, but you put it beside it to show what the color is. If this says light blue or blue green, they'll know what that is and see how this, anyway. Where was I? So compose a professional response, use AI if you have to, if you can't figure out what to say. Be kind to yourself, be kind. It never is the wrong thing to be kind to our buyers and our customers. And that doesn't mean that you say, I'm sorry, I'll give you all your money and partial return. And no, please don't do a partial return. It just means just be nice. Be nice. So all of that, walk away, W, take the high road, H, analyze, A, compose, professional response, C, be kind, K. What does that spell? Whack. That's just what it spells. Whack. That's a good way to remember it, maybe. Whack. So we want to really slow down, think, I'm not going to attack them. What are they trying to say? Even ask someone else and say, how would you? And we see this online, and people end up getting attacked for it, which is really dumb. So remember to be kind, but they might be like, what is this person trying to say? And it's not stupid because we are perceiving things differently. Even without rejection sensitivity, you might perceive things differently than someone else. It happens. It's called a misunderstanding. Okay. So be kind and help this person understand, or you ask for someone to help you understand. You can even type to the customer, help me to understand what you need from me. I don't think any buyers have a problem with us asking for clarification. Most don't. And if someone's outright argumentative, then I would go to another seller or chat AI and how do I kindly end this conversation? One of them is you're welcome to do a return. If you don't accept returns, some platforms like eBay will force them, so it's a good idea to just take it. Or if it's something, say this cream, it's going to cost me $5 for it to come back. Maybe it's only worth $5 and you say, "You know what, keep it. It's not worth the negative feedback," or you just don't want to it's not going to you're not going to make any money by the time it gets back here and you sell it again. So, just remember to be kind and to think through it. And these people, buyers, aren't always trying to attack you. Sometimes they are, and you got to deal with it and not lose your mind. Okay, so in relationships, this can get really tricky. I know that it could be from I can't go into too much detail because everyone's situation is different. Just personally, if you were in a situation where I was, where the person is actually attacking you a lot, when you're in another one, you might perceive a lot of criticism or rejection because you're the last person you were around was like that. So my loving husband, I won't say poor, he's blessed to have me, right? So that I mean, you need to feel that way too. Like you are a good person and you're good for each other. But I would if he would say, "Oh my gosh, the dishes are dirty." Yeah, they are. The dishes are dirty. And he doesn't like dishes. I don't like doing them either. But I would, okay, fine. You know, you don't have to say anything. I know they're dirty. And they're dirty and I'll do them. I was just doing this right now. I will do them. Gosh, you think I'm such a horrible housekeeper. No, he actually just said the dishes are dirty. It might be from another relationship, but it might be rejection sensitivity where you feel like everything, you get defensive about everything. Now, it can get toxic if you take it and say, "You think I'm a horrible person. I'm not doing this again. And I hate myself. And you hate me." No, it's you hate me. I'm a horrible person. I can't do anything right. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to leave and stop doing anything. And that can turn into manipulation where the person goes, "Fine, I'll do it. Don't do it. I'll do it. Forget it. I don't want you to do it anymore." So you can get your way by outright manipulating. That's not rejection sensitivity. It can go into manipulation. Just don't do that. That's not kind. You can do whack in that one too. Walk away, take the high road, analyze the situation, compose a kind response. I'll say be kind. So that can go over to your personal relationships. And that was a little extreme, but no, these rejection sensitivity can be very extreme. It can, or it can be very slight. Like, okay, so a friend, I'll be talking about movies I like. I really like action movies, and I watched this action movie or a movie you have to really think about, a mystery maybe. I like mysteries. I like it when they're hard to figure out. And then same person I'm talking to says, "Well, I just like, musicals, so I guess I'm dumb." I didn't say you're dumb. I just said I like intellectual movies or movies that you have to figure out, that take a lot of thought. I'm just saying what I like. Okay. So it can be simple like that and be a good friend and don't take everything, as an insult. If you think about it, think about what's true. What is true is you liking those kind of movies isn't dumb. It's just your preference, right? And their preference is something else. It doesn't mean they aren't saying you're dumb because if they have kind of a tone like, well, it doesn't mean they're saying you're dumb because sometimes we'll take a tone and say, well, I heard how they said it. It doesn't mean that. Now, if they come out and be like, that's dumb, then yes, they might say, okay, that movie is dumb, but they're not saying you are dumb. You could say, it was fun watching this movie. You think you're dumb. I liked it. I come back with that. I liked it. That's what I like. Because some people will outright say what I like is dumb, or I think I don't like what they like, but it's not dumb. Yeah, so, I mean, don't say that. That's unkind. So, getting back to being kind. Oh, my hair. Oh my gosh. So, being kind. It's if people are intentionally trying to make you feel bad, you don't have to be defensive. Just being, um, a better person about it and not taking offense. It really wears you down if you're taking offense all the time. Anyway, so rejection sensitivity. Don't be sensitive, but it's not that easy, right? We need to learn how to handle these as they come. So then the more you practice it, and there's probably something psychological in your brain how this works, but you'll get better at it and it'll come to you easier every time that that this happens. You'll be able to say like, that's how you feel, because it'll creep up on me. And sometimes people, they want you to feel bad. It makes them feel good. So that's kind of a bullying tactic. And so this is a way to handle bullies too. Be like, own it. Well, that's what I like. What's wrong with that? You know, this isn't a Stanley Cup. I hear they have lead. I don't want one. This works. It's something else. Hydroflow. I actually had that before the whole hype in Arizona. If you want ice in your cup, it's good to have an insulated one. And the steel ones work better in plastic. I don't know why. Something science, but we found that out that those insulated ones work really well. So water park, it's 115 degrees. The ice doesn't melt. Okay, so there's that other thing that I was going to talk about. I still need to look into it. When it's like out of sight, out of mind with ADHD, it is a real thing. I need to have things in front of me or I forget. That's why I talk about a planner, but I need to have it. I work at home a lot, so I have to have it where I sit in the living room. That's where I go after I work, or if I'm in the kitchen, table, whatever. And then in here in the office, I need that planner right here with things that I need to do. That's why I use these. They're colorful and I put them from one day to the next. It doesn't work for some people. What works for you? That's what you need to do. But for me with the ADHD, this works. It might be, you might use your phone. I'm going into that a little more, but I'm going to make another video about that. Out of sight, out of mind, and what it's called in ADHD. All right, anyway, if you have any questions, put them below and I respond to everybody. And please like and subscribe. I would like to get up to where this can be monetized. That would be great. If not, I'll still bring you information. I want to help everybody. And this is exciting. I'm going to show all of you my death pile. And what is with this hair? Which side does it go on? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to bring you my death pile. So we'll go through and you can help me sort through it. What do you think? Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.